Ladies and gentlemen, last year a lot of shitty albums came from the mainstream. They seem to get worse with every passing year. Currently, there's a song in the radio that's been playing non-stop, and that's called Dynamite by this artist whom I have heard nowhere else before until this monumental streak of popularity he has now. It is the most braindead and most depressing song ever written. I can wholeheartedly assure anyone of that. It's gushy saccharine auto-tune dribble. It's absolutely fake, which makes this Taio Cruz loser a thief within the music industry. It is the epitome of lowest common denominator music for the most brainless people in society, that is, most people. It's the type of music that's meant for those people in your class who always talk out loud during a class discussion and the ones who would have school spirit, or never miss a day during Spirit Week. So they would always be social and ready to take pictures for the school news flyers, as well as the yearbook. I think I need to have a discussion with some of these people to see if they can explain why this is in any respects a good song. I don't listen to Tool or Machines of Loving Grace, so I can then go and listen to the stupid fucking shallow void of a song. Here are some of the lyrics. I came to dance, 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 dance. Yeah. I hit the floor cause that's my plans, 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 plans. Yeah. I'm wearing all my favorite brands, 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 brands. Yeah. Give me some space for both my hands, 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 hands. Yeah, yeah. Why does he repeat the last word of each line so many times? To think this is acceptable to some people's brains. I throw my hands up in the air sometimes saying, "Heyo, gotta let go." I wanna celebrate and live my life saying, "Heyo, baby, let's go." Cause we gon' rock this club, we gon' go all night, we gon' light it up like it's dynamite. Cause I told you once, now I told you twice, we gon' light it up like it's dynamite. Stop right the fuck there, you nitwit. Who says it's okay for anyone to go walk around with their hands in the air and start celebrating life? The economy is terrible. There is a war still going on. People have AIDS, people have cancer. Child cribs are getting recalled daily. There are thousands of people who still haven't recovered from recent natural disasters. There are religious extremists walking the streets spewing nothing but hatred and sermons full of misinformation and implausible prophetic outlooks. And you want to write and record this puerile dance pop song for a bunch of yips and cultural lemmings? I think you should go to jail. Or at the very least, not celebrate whatsoever. Chill out. That will be better. And look at the video. What you see is a guy lacking in shame, and without a dawning of reality that his own music is pure and utter top-shelf baby shit. Mister, your music is terrible. It's a disgrace to the whole art. You are a music industry prostitute. Quit walking around so proudly. I actually went into a Rite Aid a few weeks ago so I could buy a box of Apple Jacks cereal, and this song was playing through the store intercom. When I had approached the checkout, there was a lady in front of me buying some random store products, and as she was pulling out dollars from her purse wallet, I could see her doing a shitty little in-place dance. As she was doing that, she looked like she was like a foot and a half under my height, somewhat stocky, and all of her features looked both squared and rectangular. This fool needed a good goddamning enlightenment, but I wasn't certain I should have stepped in at that moment, because from experience of having been a Rite Aid employee, it's common sense that the patrons of Rite Aid are generally socially discombobulated and hostile. This Taio Cruz has an album called Rokstarr, and it was released last year, apparently, but it hasn't been until now that this guy has achieved any sort of popularity. There are other tracks in this album too, like Dirty Picture, but it's mostly just repetitive and annoying. That song actually features the newest piece of shit to have come out of the mainstream arse of American pop music, and that is Kesha. Holy fuck, what a talentless wreck this twat is. Did she even have musical training growing up? Take Me Back provides typical synth and dance pop that's without any personality or intelligence. I really never listened to synth pop, but this has to be the blandest I have heard from this style. For fucking Christ's sake, it's pop, and it has no appeal. All the drum beats and synthesizer parts sound the exact same. I guess the people who listen to this crap in nightclubs are so hazardously drunk they can't even realize this. No other one is one terrible directionless meandering song. So bad that it's not even catchy. The album descends into numerous shallow love songs with the most bland of instrumental layers you will ever hear. All carried by Taio Cruz's shithole of an auto-tune voice. I'll Never Love Again is rancid. It sounds grating on teen ears with that robotic clapping within that orchestra backing track. The strings themselves are out of place sounding for this genre and aren't justified. The song is just so slow and dull. I can't believe there's people who would decide to listen to this, say, on their way to school, after getting out of a relationship, or in their morning commute, let alone receive stimulation from this song. I don't remember what the song Take Me Back or I Can Be sounds like. That just shows how forgettable this album really is. The 8th song from this album, Come On Girl, is rancid as well. The song never goes anywhere and is repetitive. The piano intro to Falling in Love is absolutely horrible. The drums sound somewhat real, but they in no way match the rest of the shitty instrumentation that's being upheld in the mix. The whole lyrical composition is just plain old pedestrian mushy bird shit in the street sidewalk on a hot day. The final ballad is bullshit fakeness. It's not catchy, the instruments are so shamelessly fake and dull, I didn't even find myself actually listening to this album, as it was playing. I was actually getting some correspondence work done, as the song was playing. The fans are stupid to like this bullshit. All in all, this music of Taio Cruz will cancerfy all the radios across this country and in the UK, since that is where this guy is originated from. Seriously? The Queen would let this bastard release this tripe garbage. The whole world must be in decay if they are allowing this kind of music to grace their ears on a daily basis. As for when this Dynamite song will be removed from radios, I suspect it will be when he, Justin Bieber, and Eminem all make a new song together that, by and large, evokes the same resonance of misanthropy in me and the other mentally competent music listeners of the world. The verdict is, I sentence Taio Cruz to lick the asshole of Chris Brown.